What's going on, cowards? What's up, cowards? And today we have our first ever guest, the one and only Savvy Savaloy sausage, our little Sauvignon Blanc.
Savage.
Our little savoury sausage.
What the fuck?
Welcome to the podcast.
How did we get so lucky?
I don't know. You're absolutely blessed.
We are blessed. We can't be more stoked to have you here. So it's good to finally all catch up and be able to spill the frickin' tea.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone will do it better than what Savvy's probably about to. So
we called in the big guns.
Oh, I'm so scared, you guys.
It's going to be downhill.
Take down half of Love Island.
It's going to be downhill from here. We're starting with the best guest, and the ones following you are going to have big shoes to fill, I think.
So we're going to just go question by question. We've got a couple segments, and we're just going to work through it all together. We're all in this together.
Oh, God.
We're all going down together.
We don't know what we're doing either, Savage. All right, so first things first. What were you doing before the villa, and how did you get on the show?
Okay, so before I was in the villa, I was doing literally nothing, which was really good. I finished ambulance at the end of last year, and then I said that I wanted to have a little bit of a break. And then it was around April, May that I got asked to go on Love Island, because I wasn't going to apply for this year. I applied last year, and I didn't hear anything. So I was like, whatever. I don't, if you don't hear
You're
anything
lost.
back, yeah, enjoy your shit show.
And that it was.
And so I was like, whatever, And then this year they were like, we really wanted you to come on last year, and you would have been on there with everyone, but we just didn't, you just applied too late. I think I literally applied when they were in Spain. So I was like, yeah, all right, cool.
That is a bit late.
Yeah, so it was a bit late. And they were like, we love you. You're a freak. Do you want to come on? And I was like, yeah, all right. So that's how I got on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So from the application process, so you applied in April.
Well, yeah, but last year.
Yeah.
That was about the same as...
Yeah, I
applied in July last year, and then in April this year I got on.
Yeah. So how do you feel about how you were portrayed on the show is the next question.
Okay, so I haven't watched most of Love Island, so I don't know.
That's wild.
Yeah. Well, I watched the first episode, and I had my little premiere party, and I was having an out-of-body experience.
Snapchats.
Oh, don't even talk about
hilarious.
those. They're so bad. I don't think I slept for 2 days after the party.
You haven't slept since?
It was so, I don't know. I don't know how it was portrayed. I've gotten heaps of nice messages and stuff, so that's good to know, but I mean, it seems mostly positive.
So after the first episode, you stopped watching?
Well, I watched here and there because I do interviews, and then if I was having an interview, Channel 9 would be like, you need to know where the show's up to, so I'd watch. And then I'd just watch
That's
a bit.
unreal.
But I don't like seeing myself on camera. I was like, oh, yuck.
I think everyone loved you, so you had nothing to worry about.
Yeah, I think you look great.
Unlike you two.
Unlike him.
Yeah.
No, we did look pretty bad, but
Yeah,
we talked about that when we were last on here. I feel like, you kind of just have to roll with it. It's you can only blame so much on editing.
You can't change it now.
Literally.
It's out there for forever.
That is what it is. So what happened after you left the villa?
Okay, so right after?
Well, okay, let's just walk through it.
Yeah,
So
we need to walk through
finale,
this. Yeah.
we all left in the van together.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That was so much fun.
That was such a fun van ride.
Yeah. Do you know what's so weird about that van ride? So you know the dress that I had on?
Yeah.
And we obviously got to keep all the clothes and stuff. I found it in the bottom of my washing pile, and I still haven't washed it, and it's so much champagne on it. We were just
For the memes.
Yeah. Okay, so right after I got out the villa, so at the end of Love Island, you've got to sign this thing, if you want to be in the same room as your partner.
Oh, here comes the tea.
Obviously, my partner was Clinny P.
Shout out, Clinny P.
Another shout out.
And so at the end, because we'd only known each other for a week, and I was like, well, it's going to be, I asked him, I was like, look, Alex, who's one of the producers, given us this thing, are you going to sign it? Because I don't really know, would you typically just stay in a room with someone you've known for a week? We've been sleeping in the same bed, but it's so different when you're in private.
Oh, absolutely.
And he was like, yeah, definitely. So I was like, okay, show's over now. There's no,
Or is the show about to begin?
Oh, shut up. But yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So we signed it, blah, blah, went to the hotel room. And then I mean, like, when we were in Spain, we were, like, pretty much together and, you know, we were in a hotel room together. So Clint has a girlfriend. I'm worried for her. Like, if she did have a girlfriend, you know.
So, did he mention anything about having a girlfriend while you were in the motel room?
I feel like he said something about somebody dropping him to an airport.
Oh.
But I don't... But, like, was it his girlfriend? I don't think he said that whoever it was his girlfriend. Do you know what I mean?
Situationship, potentially.
Potentially.
Yeah.
We don't know, but if it was, you know, he was
That's
smashing
pretty
me in the
wild.
hotel.
That's how savage.
So I don't know. Like, I feel bad for her. If she exists, who knows?
If she exists, maybe hit up Sav for a DM.
Yeah.
Sav's DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild too. I've got like a massive question because I don't think, well, Zach and I haven't talked to you about this at all. What happened? Did it fizzle out straight away? Did the relationship even leave the island?
Okay, so it sort of did leave the island because you were with us in like Spain in the hotel, yeah?
Yeah.
So like you don't just leave, like you don't just pack your bags and it's like, oh my God, straight back to Australia. Like you're in that hotel for a bit. We're in the hotel.
5 days.
Yeah, it felt like we were together, but it was just weird and we didn't really talk about it. And then after that, it was just like, no.
So when you hopped on the flight back home, obviously separate flights, did you guys talk when you landed back in Australia?
I think that we were like, it's not going to... Yeah, we've talked since, but I think that it was just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I wouldn't just move... Like, when you're... You know, it's so different. It's so hard to explain. When you're on reality TV, you are in this, like, make-believe world, and but you're a part of it. Like, it's so different. And so we were like, I really, really liked Clint. And then when we got out and I was on the plane ride back, I was like, would I really like start making trips to the Sunshine Coast for somebody I've known for a week? And I probably wouldn't. And then
Not
he
enough car parks
agreed.
on the Sunshine Coast.
Nah, there's only like a couple. And Clint's girlfriend's there.
Wow. So after we left the villa, the hotel after the villa. So
Yeah.
we were in the hotel, just for those that are listening that don't
Yeah.
know. We were in the hotel for about 5 days after the villa.
Yeah.
And it's just like a cool down period, I guess. After that, you and Clint were just like, hey, maybe not.
Yeah.
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 And have you seen each other in Australia?
No.
Because we haven't been at the same event.
But I
as
also
Clint and
haven't...
me.
No, but Clint hasn't... So I've seen lots of people, but that's because they've been allowed at events. But like, you know, the Arias, like Georgia wasn't allowed.
Yeah,
there.
only-
Like Clint and Harmony haven't been at any events because they're the last bombs. So they're not allowed to anything because they don't want to give anything away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, I haven't exclusively caught up with like freaking Tyra. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I probably just wouldn't fly and go see
Yeah.
them unless I had a reason.
Yeah.
Nah,
Is that bad?
no, I don't think that's
not
bad.
bad.
I think it's the
all.
same with them. Like, why would they? She's not going to fly down to Adelaide, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I love
think-
her though. Like,
No, I agree. I think I've only seen people, and I think it's the same with you, Trent. You only see people if it's like, oh, we're in
Yeah.
the same area, let's message each other. But
Exactly.
I'm not
Yeah.
making exclusive trips.
Absolutely, yeah.
Unless I was going to the UK. I'm not making any exclusive trips to anyone.
He's not even made an exclusive trip next door to my bedroom to see me.
Yeah, so I guess that brings us into some villa tea, because we've talked about what's happened since we've left the villa. Now let's talk about some crap that happened in the villa. So I think this is something a lot of people have asked, and it's, how did you feel about Trent and I after movie night?
I thought you were a bit of a dog. I just thought he's an idiot. But because I'd spent enough time with you, I knew that you say off-whim shit.
Yeah.
Like the training thing, and we were all pissed on movie night. Like they were feeding us champagne on
Yeah.
purpose so that we would fight. I was like, fuck, Zach's an idiot. But do you know what I say dumb shit too. Like on the car ride here, I've probably been like, I hate that person. I don't hate, like, you know, you just say dumb shit.
You just say that, yeah.
Dumb toxic behaviours, but you address them, so it's okay. You fucking...
Do you want to do a bit of a reenactment?
If we did a reenactment, then we would have blood noises and stuff.
Yeah, I think if there weren't cameras around, Sav would have fed my head to the wolves.
Yeah.
It didn't air, so it didn't really make sense. Like, a lot of people still ask me now when I see, like, randoms come up to me, whatever, like, what actually happened between Sav and I?
Yeah. Do you know what? So after movie night, like, what happened? Like, I saw the videos of you talking shit.
Were you surprised with what we said in the videos?
I think that...
Were you like genuinely, did you watch it and were you like, oh my goodness, these guys aren't who I thought they were?
I think that I was surprised that you were both saying stuff behind me and Lucinda's backs. because I don't know, was I living in like a fantasy world where I didn't think
Yeah,
that?
but back to the story that we were talking about just then. The reason, like, you obviously saw me lying in 4K,
Yeah.
going back and forth, and then what happened after that, Sam?
After I saw Trent lying in 4K, I think as soon as we got off the couches, I was like, you, me, going for a chat. And then we went up to the Nook. I don't think Trent said a word during this entire time.
I couldn't get a word in.
He couldn't get a word in. I'm talking like full intimidation tactics. Trent's sitting down like this, like I don't know, a school kid being told off by a teacher. I'm over the top of him. I can't remember exactly what
Full
I was screaming,
match.
but it was screaming.
Yeah.
It was loud. It was like,
was
and
wild.
you think that you can treat me like this?
Which is fair enough.
And it went for like 5 minutes. Trent's just sitting there like, and then I'd be like, don't fucking let me talk. And then me and Lucinda are like, we've got like a hive mind. So I don't know, when she just hears me like, oh, like she's like, oh. So then Lucinda comes up, she's like, I hear screaming, and she just smells blood, and she comes around the corner, and she comes flying around the corner, and she's like, and fuck you, Trent, and starts yelling at him too. And so then it's just me and Lucinda standing over the top of Trent. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just like, and you know what? Fuck your mum, like anything I can say. And Lucinda's just there like screaming, and she's like, and I hate Zac, and we're both screaming at Trent, and Trent just doesn't know where to look at this point. He's
Well,
like,
I think I was yelling. I think I went to the balcony and like I was looking for
yelled
backup.
for help.
You were calling me out.
Yeah, he was calling for help.
You were like, Zac, get here now. And I'm like, nah, buddy. I've done enough.
It was just me.
And I
Yeah.
remember afterwards, you walked down the stairs and you're like, is no one going to come up here and back me up? I was like, bro, just give it up.
You deserve it.
we need to give it up.
Yeah.
We need to quit while we're
Well,
here.
he was pretty upset about the punching comment.
Oh, the punching
You were
comment.
down in the dumps.
The punching comment. But no, but to be fair.
Oh, I don't know if that even compares to what you two said.
Well, no, that's right.
No way.
No, but
Yeah.
in the moment, you know what I mean? I was just in this mindset of like, I've done nothing wrong.
Can't
And then-
believe she said I was punching.
Yeah, but no, but I
Trent's
was.
over here playing me for bloody half the season. You're over here telling her she looks like a dog, and you're downstairs crying
No.
because somebody said you're punching.
No, the comment wasn't she looks like a dog. The comment was...
I think everyone thought that you said.
a lot of people thought I made the
because
public
of the
school
camera.
comment.
Oh, you didn't?
I did
That
it.
was me.
Wow, because I remember it as you because
Yeah,
you got rinsed.
Because
Yeah.
the camera was on me when he said it after I just said the stupid training.
Yeah.
Right.
But looking back now, it's like, obviously when I was removed from the situation after the arguing, the high tension, I was like, yeah, I was an idiot. I shouldn't have actually said that. That wasn't the right thing to say. But like, at the time of the argument, I was like, how dare you say I'm punching? Even though I taught her what punching meant, you know? She didn't know what it meant. I remember telling her, punching's like when you're punching above your weight and you're with
Is that
someone
not a
that's-
thing in the UK?
No,
It's not
well,
only.
Oh, that makes it so much
yeah,
funnier,
so I
Lucinda.
told her what it meant, and I was like, I'm definitely punching. And like, then when we argued, she threw it in my face, and I was, how dare you? I taught you that
You
word.
were very butthurt. weren't you?
Oh man, but no one wants to hear that.
It's pretty
Even if
iconic,
it's true.
though. Yeah.
It was iconic. It was.
Well,
Actually
it's still
hilarious.
getting talked about. Like,
Hey, I get DMs all the time. You were
you
punching.
don't get DMs
jackass.
from anyone, man.
Just family members.
just hate ones.
So Zac felt remorseful. Did you feel? Were you watching yourself back like?
Oh
"Shit,
yeah,
I'm a
yeah. Because
dickhead"?
I did watch it back. Like obviously you didn't, which is probably a good thing, and why you're still here talking to me. Because I think it looked even. Because you, like you said before, when you're in the villa, you've got tunnel vision. Like nothing, you don't see it from the outside. Like you don't see it from like a point of view, I guess. And you don't reason with anything that someone else is saying. Like if you're in the wrong, you just think it's like your way or the highway, like we did.
Yeah.
So like watching it back from like I guess as one of the audience looking in, you're like, what the hell was I thinking? And like I don't know what was going through my head where I thought that I could get away with lying when I'm like, there's 80 cameras around me. So it's like, I just don't know like why you would think you'd get away with that. And then on movie night, I'm like, yeah, I'm stuffed.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw the Trentinator
I mean,
come up-
you and Reed are the only two that really lied your way through. Do you reckon?
us two.
No,
and
not-
Reed,
not
yeah.
Zac.
No, but yet to get Lucinda.
I suppose to get Lucinda,
Yeah.
I suppose like with the whole Nate
Yeah.
thing, I didn't think I was lying.
Some things never
Do you know
change.
what?
Taking this to the grave. I did nothing wrong. No,
This
of
is
course.
like very controversial, but like because obviously I've studied law and stuff. When you on movie night, when you were like, I didn't say it as a statement of fact, you were actually right. You were like, this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And you presented
Well-
it as an opinion, but the average person doesn't
That's one
differ
smart
between these
girl.
two things.
Yeah, well, no, it was just me just being like, it was just, I got into a mindset of like, I watch a lot of Survivor, right?
Oh my god.
I love that show. And I was like, I don't give a crap if I stand on some toes right now. But
I love
anyway,
that Zach's justification is that he's coming here playing
no,
Survivor.
but that was what
he
my
watched The
mindset was.
Survivor?
No, but that was what my mindset was. And then but then afterwards, in retrospect, and then after going through that and seeing like how Nate like felt and how it affected Lucinda, I was like, okay, I was an idiot and that was really wrong. So it was good. It was good that we did get some backlash because I don't think we would have reflected if everyone was on our side the whole time.
If anyone was at all.
Yeah, so
But I think after the way I went about things with Sav, I think it just made everyone fall more in love with Sav
Yeah.
and made everyone hate me a lot more.
Yeah.
way
Which
to
is
make
fair
it about
enough.
you, buddy.
And do you know what else? The main thing on movie night was that I wouldn't introduce you to your mum. I have a video of you introducing me to your mum saved on my phone. And I sent it to everybody I know. It was Christmas. And you were like,
hilarious.
and you were like, hey, mum, say hello to Sav. And I just
remember.
posted it to every group chat I have. And I was like, what a fucking
We might,
loser.
actually, we might actually clip that in here just so the viewers at home can see.
I was
Yeah.
like, did you see that? And
I
my sister
remember.
was like, what is that? And I was like, that's Trent introducing me to his mum.
Yeah, come on, man. That's not a cool comment to make. She's a person.
Yeah.
She's a beautiful person, man.
So we're going through a new segment that we've introduced to the podcast
Yeah.
called Am I the Arsehole? And I think
Okay.
because Trent and I are assholes, we should be pretty good at identifying if someone's been the arsehole in the situation.
But we're never in the wrong, Zach.
We're terrible. So, so we've had a bunch of like the audience submit stories, and we're gonna judge whether they're the arsehole or not.
Yeah.
So let me start
So
off.
we'll take in turns of reading these out.
All right. So the first one. These are all submitted, by the way. So yeah. Caught my long-term situationship getting with a chick in the clubs because he thought I wasn't out. So I grabbed his mate who has the hots for me and made out with him. Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
You're an
Yeah.
asshole.
I think so. I think that's just spiteful, isn't it?
Oh wait, he was getting with a chick.
Yeah.
So, but they're in a situationship.
No, they were in a long-term relationship.
No,
Oh,
long-term situationship.
Okay,
What the-
that changes.
What the fuck is a long-term
What the heck?
situationship?
What is wrong with people
First of all,
these
sort
days?
your life out.
Exactly. If you're in a long-term situationship, why is it not a relationship?
I always say, like, we're together or we're not together.
I'm a
That's
firm
my
believer
thing.
that until you've had that exclusivity chat, you can do whatever you want.
I know
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah.
We're actually talking about that on the way here. That's a prime example.
Yeah.
We won't add that though.
So, I think they're both assholes, but getting with someone out of spite is definitely an asshole thing to
Oh
do.
no, I'm the opposite. I'm always about not getting mad, getting even. So I would do the same thing.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get mad, I get
You
even.
guys are so spiteful.
I
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that. I'm saying I think
That
I
checks
think
out.
he's a dick for like getting with a girl. But then if they're in a situationship, like you say, it's pretty fair
apologies.
game, isn't it?
I think so.
But then her getting with his friend to get back at him.
And it's
Come
like
on.
the way they've written it, they're like,
Well-
he has the hots for me. That's just
Well,
embarrassing.
then there's three assholes. Because then his mate shouldn't be getting with his mate's
Yeah,
long-term
but-
She's asking-
situationship.
But it's
She's-
a situationship. What if his mate was like, oh, I want to get with your girl, and he's like, it's not my girl. We just
You
fuck
all need help,
sometimes.
whoever this was.
Yeah, I think I would just not be involved in any
You're
of
the
it.
asshole.
I think you are the asshole. I wouldn't
Yeah.
do that out of spite myself.
But, yeah, like I said before, I see your pattern of thinking, and I probably would do something similar.
So you think she's not the asshole?
I think she's an arsehole, but I'm just saying that I would probably... I'm not saying that she's the arsehole. She isn't an arsehole.
No, but that's the question. Is she the asshole in this
She's
situation?
the asshole.
No, I think he's the arsehole first.
Okay.
How? For getting with a girl at the club bar.
I don't know. It's just like so... We need more context.
Okay, all right.
All right,
Here's the
next.
one.
All right, so the next one. I added my ex-best friend's boyfriend on Snapchat. These guys must be young. To try get them to break up.
What? Sorry, what?
I added my ex-best friend's boyfriend on Snapchat to try get them to break up.
That is like, you have to be 15.
This is high school
If I have a
stuff, yeah.
boyfriend, all my friends are in touch with him.
Yeah.
You want your exactly. You
But
want
to try, but doing that in order to get them to break up, yeah, I think you're the asshole.
Imagine, you're the asshole. Imagine if I was like Lucinda, added Zac on Snapchat
because really
to try and get you.
Yeah.
The fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the asshole. I think we're there with
I don't know what you are. I think you're just stupid.
You're the asshole and get off Snapchat.
All right, this one's interesting.
Okay.
I had been seeing this guy for about a month, and we hadn't slept together yet.
Nice.
And then he told me he was a virgin, so I ended things with him. That's a lot to unpack.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're seeing a guy for a month, he doesn't sleep with you, and then he tells you he's a virgin, so you break it off.
What if he just smashed the fuck out of you though? You didn't even give him a chance. What if he was the best root of your life, and you've just missed out?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But the stats don't lie.
But
If
do you-
he's a virgin, he might not
I-
know what he's doing.
With the exception of my most recent relationship, I think all of my relationships I've waited at least 3 months.
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah.
What happened to trying before you bite?
Well,
Trent, you are so fucked, man.
I waited. I don't know. I just felt like
That's fair.
It
But
doesn't matter
I'm
what you
happy
do.
to
You can
coast
fuck
on the
someone on the
feelings.
first night.
I'm
It doesn't matter. Nothing
Yeah.
matters. But like, it just depends what you're
But
comfortable with.
it's just everyone's different. Like, how can you?
I'm just trying to think like from their perspective. Why would you break up with someone for being a virgin?
I feel like but I think as a guy, a lot of guys would think, oh, virgin, this is great. But I think as a girl, it's an ick. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. I don't share that opinion.
But that would make
Yeah.
him. If he's a virgin, you'd be pretty scared to even initiate it.
I would think he'd just have mad biceps. Like,
But she...
do you know what I mean?
She probably just wanted a guy with some experience.
Is that what you're talking
To be
about?
fair, actually, no. I don't think she is the asshole because I think if that's like something that you're not okay with, and that's like a deal breaker, then fine.
Do you know what though? Okay, so
As long as she broke up with him
you know when
respectfully.
Ryan came into the villa, we were all like questioning whether we were dickheads for saying we wouldn't date him because he didn't drink alcohol.
I remember you talking
All
about
the
this.
girls were like, we were all like spun out. Like we were like, is this really horrible of us? Because me and Tia were like, we would find it really hard because alcohol, like we do so much to do with alcohol and our
Yeah.
partners, like, and not just like going out partying, but like me and Tia were like, we love going home and like, you know, cooking food with them and having a wine. And it would be really weird to not have that part of life.
I don't think that's. being
But I don't know if
an
that's
asshole.
synonymous with
I'm on-
being a virgin.
I'm on your side. If you're that's what I'd call being compatible. If they don't like doing that, like, because it's such a
Yeah.
social setting for.
But
I
you
know
think-
us guys.
Do you think she's the asshole?
This one here?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think she is. I think if that's like where you draw the line.
Okay. Well, what if it was in the what
deal
if it was the
breaker?
alternative? What if it was like this guy's into really extreme like bondage and stuff? But is that the alternative? I don't fucking know.
But he
If
wouldn't be
it's
if
a
he's
deal
a
breaker
virgin.
and you break up with them respectfully,
Yeah.
I think that's fine.
I agree.
You'd feel pretty nasty though if you were the virgin.
Well, yeah. Well,
I
break
don't
up
think
to-
anybody in here is the asshole. I don't think he's an asshole for being a virgin. I don't
Oh,
think
not at
she's
all.
an
No, no,
asshole
no,
for
yeah.
leaving him.
No, I think if it's a deal breaker and she's respectful, yeah. So
Yeah.
not the asshole.
You're not an asshole, sweetie.
All right, Trent.
I was hanging out with a boy while I had a boyfriend one-on-one, and we were just friends. We never did anything. It wasn't flirty. We were just friends. He, as in my boyfriend, timed how long it took me to walk with him, the friend, to places, and said what were the extra 4 minutes you took and compared it to Google Maps. What a legend. He needs to be a detective. He got so psychotic, so I broke up with him and got with the friend.
Oh my goodness.
You're not the asshole.
What?
How is she the asshole? That's possessiveness.
No,
That-
That is bizarre.
He's possessive. I agree. However, we were hanging out as friends. He was being psychotic, so I broke up with him, and then got with the friend.
That's fine.
Well, then he wasn't a friend.
Yeah, but you're not friends
I don't-
anymore because
yeah,
your
I-
partner's so psychotic
I
and
don't-
his behaviours are pushing your boundaries, and so you've left him, and now there's somebody else that's here, and
But
why
then
don't you
that
do
means
it?
the walk wasn't innocent.
Exactly. I think that if you're going to have a guy friend and hang out with him one-on-one, who she was obviously sexually attracted with because she got with him afterwards, I think that's not on. If my girlfriend
Mm.
hung out with a guy one-on-one, I think I would be worried.
No way, but that's like intrusive thoughts. Like you can think one thing, but you don't act on it.
I think trust is massive, and if you're having to go at someone for going on a walk and timing their walks.
But he
that's
was
not
right
good.
in the end.
No,
then
but he
her
wasn't
getting with
right in the
friend-
end.
Her getting with the friend after they broke up is sus.
That's a red flag.
I don't like that. Because that
I don't
means
think that matters.
That means they were looking at each other in a different way than friends.
But
while
how
they
do you
were on
know
the
they
walk.
didn't start looking at each other in a different way from the point that they broke up?
I think because for me as a guy, if I was going on a walk with a girl I fancied while she had a boyfriend.
You'd feel bad.
But there's heaps of guys that I've been in a relationship with, and I've got heaps of guy mates, and we hang out one-on-one, and then I break up, and I'm like, man, but let's fuck, you know? Because now I'm single.
Well, at least we've got someone's point of view that...
Yeah.
But I didn't
situation.
think of them that way before, you know? You're just like, oh yeah, you're kind of hot now.
I think for me, I'm not going to say that him being psychotic, checking where the extra 4 minutes went. What can you do in 4 minutes anyway? I think he's in the
That's
wrong
ages,
place.
Zach, isn't it?
Did they go...
Wait, is it 4 minutes nearly too long?
Yeah, actually.
Was there a car park on the way?
I would say she's not the asshole for breaking up with him, but then she puts herself back into the asshole territory for getting with the guy that she said was just a
Disagree.
friend.
I'm with that. I think Zach and I have the same point of view with this, but Sav,
I think
over
the
to you.
possessive boyfriend is the arsehole.
Well, no, I agree that yeah.
I think everyone's pretty messy in these situations.
These situations are crazy.
But I like how crazy they are.
What are people doing? All right, so now this is the stuff everyone wants to hear.
This is the tea that we came here for.
This is what we are here for, Savvy. So we've asked the audience what they would like to hear from you, and they've all submitted a load of questions. So
Nice.
let's rip into it. So I'll
Okay.
let Trent take the lead.
Well, this is... Yeah, if you watch Love Island, you'd probably know this question. Why did you get 3 exes' names tattooed on you, and why didn't you learn after the first one?
Well, I actually think they look really cool. So, like, why does anybody get anything tattooed on them? You know?
That's a good point.
One, I did myself, and then the other 2, I got done professionally.
You are a professional.
And why did I get them done? Who knows? Why have I got a Chinese symbol on me? I don't know what that means either.
Yeah, at least the other ones mean
Why have I
something.
got cursor tattooed on my foot? Why am I getting cash only across my toes? So there's so many questions that need to be answered. And I don't have the answers.
Would you add T.W?
Yeah, I would. If you paid, I'd do it.
Tomorrow night after a lecture?
She has actually said that to me, that she would get our names tattooed.
Tattoos are just nothing.
The
Like,
Trent and Zac Show. We want a back piece though.
no, I'm getting Daddy as a tramp stamp. That's taken. I'll get TW somewhere.
I'll pay for you to get TW tomorrow
Yeah,
night.
done.
Let's shake on it. Camera saw it first.
All right, so would you ever get any of your tattoos removed?
No.
No regrets?
No regrets. I don't know why you would. I feel like my view of tattoos is very different to other people's. I just think it's freaking hilarious to just put things on your skin.
Yeah.
Like,
I respect other people's tattoos. I just don't think I'd ever get them myself.
I
I think I've said this to you.
yeah, why would you get them removed? For what reason?
They all tell a a story.
One of these people, I hate them. Like, but I'm not going to get it removed because who cares?
But I couldn't not imagine, I couldn't imagine you without them. I think they're like part of Savage.
Yeah.
That's why we love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything you get kind of makes up for who you are, all your experiences.
Yeah.
Just not ours on Love Island.
Yeah.
Don't hold that against us.
Maybe we could do like a TW with like a cross through it.
The first one to get across. Special.
Get ahead.
Yeah. That'll be my first one I remove.
All right. I feel like everyone should probably know this as well. Is it true you have a pet snake and spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that crazy?
That's crazy.
I don't think that's
I don't
crazy.
think it's
Well,
crazy.
not crazy, but it's like wild to imagine you got a snake
Hey,
in your
don't
house.
call it crazy, man.
Sorry, man.
Don't you fucking dare. You're punching.
I think it's on brand for Sav.
Yeah.
Legendary.
Well, I've also got 2 chihuahuas. They're so cute.
And one's only recently added to the collection.
Yeah,
isn't it?
one is recently added to the collection, Mr. Bonky. He's a rescue. But yeah, I've got a snake.
legendary.
She's gorgeous, fat Brenda. She actually is fat. We went to the vet and she was like, "Are you planning on eating snake for dinner?" And I was like, "What does that mean?" And she was like, "This is the fattest snake I've ever seen." Because you love your kids. You just feed them all the rats you can give them. So I've got one snake. She's like bigger than my arm span. And then the tarantula, he's actually like quite cute. He's quite small, but I don't like him.
And what would happen if the chihuahuas... Because he's got out of that... You told me a few stories about how he's got out, the snake.
The snake is a woman. Her name's Fat Brenda.
Fat Brenda, come on. Don't miss gender.
So
Fat Brenda, buddy.
We can call her Mrs. Brenda if that helps.
So what would happen if the Wawas were running around?
Well, they're actually friends. So the snake and the chihuahuas hang around together. And
That's pretty cool.
There's no issues. I've put up videos and stuff on my story of the snakes slithering and the chihuahuas, and they get along. They're fine.
That's wild.
There's no issues.
No.
If she could, would she eat them?
No, she's not big enough to eat them.
What is she?
She's a Bredley python. So like a Centralian carpet python.
How do you get a snake?
Well, this snake I actually got because I had this real cracked out ex. And
Which one?
yeah, one of them, one of the 10 I've dated. And he was getting kicked out of his house and he just left everything there. I went in there and there was
Brenda.
like, yeah, he left Fat Brenda. And when I got there, she was in a Tupperware container and I was so scared of snakes. Like I was like, I can't, like, I don't know what to do. I was like, I hate snakes. I'm so scared of them.
Yeah.
And then I went and I just was like, you know what? This animal is so traumatized. You're just going to have to fucking get over it. And you're just going to have to deal with this fear of snakes. So I grabbed her out and just wrapped her around my neck and drove off. Because he wasn't there. He jumped ship. He abandoned his property. Like it was like the landlord's calling me.
Wrapped the snake around my head and drove off.
Yeah, I
Is
was
that
like,
literally what you did?
Yeah.
Drove around.
well, I was like, you need to, because I was going like this and I was like, you know what? You just need to get over it because it doesn't matter how scared you are. This animal's way more scared and it's still an animal.
That's wild.
So I grabbed it. And the whole time I was like, fuck, I was shitting my pants.
So how did you learn what to feed it?
Rats. You just throw rats at it. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Live
Oh.
rats?
No, she's scared of live rats.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so she wouldn't eat the chihuahua.
She's a little princess, no.
So
That's what we just talked about.
So no, yeah, no, but
There'll be no eating of chihuahuas.
no, but what I mean is, it's not just that, like they're too big, but she's also afraid.
Yeah,
Living
she's,
organism.
yeah.
So what does the tarantula eat?
The tarantula's a bit easier to feed. It's like you just throw anything at him. Like you can just go into the backyard and get a beetle and you're like, eat it and just enjoy it and live your life, queen.
You are iconic as they come.
Aww.
Another question we had a lot of, which I didn't understand the reference to until literally just earlier. Did you hook up with the boy you met at the airport?
Oh, okay. So this is really funny. I didn't. So when I was I wasn't hooking up with the boy at the airport. When I met the boy at the airport, I was on a really short flight from, was it Sydney to Canberra? And it was so funny. I met this guy and I'm trying to remember his name, but I think it was T. And he was just this funny ass Maori bloke, and we were sitting next to each other on the plane and we were both sitting there and then he was just like, hey, I'm T. And I was like, yeah, nice to meet you. And it was so funny in this hour flight. We got pissed. We were so drunk. They recognised me, so they were just feeding us like drinks. It was so funny. I reckon we had like 4 wines and then he was sort of drinking and he wasn't. And he'd been on a holiday in New Zealand to see his family and he'd just gotten back. He lives at the coast, like near Canberra. And no, we didn't hook up. I was actually on my way to see somebody else in Canberra that turned out to be a dog, so... Yeah, but at the time I didn't hook up with him, but he was so bloody funny. I've never gotten along with somebody so well. Like at the end he was like, do I smell? And I was like sniffing his BO. And we were like... hugging each other and grabbing each other at the airport and giving each other like kisses and stuff.
I remember...
He was bloody funny.
I remember seeing your story. I think it was your Snapchat story, and you were literally grabbing your luggage together and then... We thought something might have happened after that, but it didn't.
No, I have no idea who he is, but shout out to T. I haven't got him on
T's
anything.
out there,
If T's out there.
hit up our gorgeous
The
Savage.
Canberra guy didn't work out.
Well, I think this is like a stupid question.
Okay.
Are you allowed to have sex in the villa? It was on screen that people were having sex, so I think we might skip that one.
Yep.
But
Yes,
what did
you are.
What is your favourite car park in Adelaide and why?
It is. Okay, so everyone in Adelaide will know this one. It's above Hungry Jack's and it's the U Park. There's a lot of floors to it. It's very private.
Petition to get that renamed to Savage's car park.
Yeah.
We need to get a plaque.
We do.
I know. I want the keys to the city. This is bullshit.
You deserve them.
Because, I've been in most car parks. So that car park's been hit a couple times.
Been hit.
Yeah. It's on the hit list.
I love the honesty.
That is
All right,
good.
so what is your current relationship status, Savvy?
Right now, I'm single.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hear that out there? viewers
Who
at
would
home?
have thought? Right now I'm single. I pursued something. I probably shouldn't have called them a dog because that means something different in lots of different worlds. But I was pursuing somebody in Canberra and they were pursuing me. They were just also pursuing somebody else at the same time.
Oh.
I know. Cunt.
I love you.
Yeah, since then I've been very single and it's been good. Yeah.
Are you looking for a relationship or just whatever comes?
Like, it's now whatever comes. Like, I hopped on Hinge and I'm bad at it. I hate it. I hate talking to like 8 people at once, and then it's weird. Like, they actually, most of the time, they're all really nice, because if they're not, you just unmatch them. But I give myself the ick talking to 8 people at once. Like, I'm like, this is just so bad. And then it wigs me out knowing that they're talking to like, you know, another 10, 8's probably low, like, you know, 10, 20, 30 people.
Who has the time to do that?
I hate it. I just don't like it. It makes me feel gross, and there's nothing gross about it if that's like, if you communicate that way and that's what you do, but I can't do it. I can't have more than like one person on my roster, seriously. I don't have fucking time.
Yeah, I've never been.
I've never been able to do it. I've never been able to do it. And so I just go through, like, now it's deleted because it's just like I matched 10 people. Some of them are really nice and they're like, you know, in their bios, it's like looking for long term. But then I'm just like, no, fuck this. I just get overwhelmed and delete it. So
That's
looking, but yeah, we'll see what happens.
Looking for a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Or boyfriend. All right.
This is funny because we brought this up in the car. What colour are your eyes naturally?
They're brown.
You have the most beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
And we always try to tell you in the villa.
Every day.
You didn't need the contacts.
Well, the thing in the villa as well was those contacts were prescription, and they were the only ones I bought.
You did say that.
So there was a
Yeah.
few times when, like, I was like, I know this because people messaged me about it. They were like, there's times when you're like, and your eyes are brown, and I'm like, yeah, because I can't fucking see. I don't know what's going on. Like, it was, so, I think when Ryan and Aiden came out, and I
Yeah.
was like standing there like this, and I'm like, wow. And then in the beach, I'm like, they're the 2 hottest people I've ever seen. I couldn't see shit. I don't know what was going on.
You did that to
All I
piss me
saw
off, I
was
think.
just 2 naked people. Yeah, I was probably like, Trent's a dog. Like, here we go. They're so hot. Hotter than Trent.
So you don't use coloured prescription.
Well, do you know what? Like, I try not to let people tell me what to do, but my inbox blows up being like, your brown eyes are so gorgeous. And I'm like, maybe I should start listening
They
to
literally
people.
suit you so much.
But do you know what? Like, in a way, I don't like people perceiving me or like having an idea of this is what I should look like or this looks
Yeah.
good. But people have told me that I would look better with dark hair and brown eyes and less makeup. And I'm like, fuck, I hate them though, right?
You're glowing. Right
She
now.
is glowing.
You're literally
It looks
glowing.
better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it takes me like 10 minutes to get ready.
Literally.
It used to take me like an hour and a half. It's fucking crazy.
We remember.
Yeah.
We remember.
I was always the last one down.
We remember seeing your face on the pillow.
Yeah. Yeah, literally.
I would wake up and I'd be talking to you, and after 2 minutes I'd realise it's actually not Savage.
Oh, fuck, yeah.
You look good both ways. I just think whatever makes you happiest, though.
Yeah.
All right.
This is a big one.
This is a hot
Oh,
topic.
fuck.
Was it true that you and Aiden were together at the end of last year?
No, but so people are probably like, I don't know if they're saying, was it true? Like, did you lie about it?
Yeah.
Because I didn't lie, but there was one article that came out and a lot of it was taken out of context, like the things that I said. And I think some of it was misquoted.
Fabricated.
But I don't want to say that. I don't know if it was quite fabricated. I think it was more so taken out of context.
Yeah.
And like, you guys would know, have you done many interviews?
Yeah.
When you've done an interview and they pinpoint something, they will run with it and get you to say it in a way, or say it in a way that suits them. So you can be like, oh, like, I don't know, like, are you and Zac friends? And you'll be like, yeah, we're friends. Oh, like, does that mean that you guys like hang out a lot? Like, oh yeah, we hang out a lot. Like, are you like, oh, does that like, do you guys see each other a lot? Like, would
That's
you
a good
go
example,
out? Do you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can get lots of leading questions. And we like, yeah, we're doing stuff, but but we weren't seeing each other, and we had that, you know, we're like, I think there was a point where, I don't know, we're like, are you seeing other people? And we're like,
Yeah.
well, yeah. Are you seeing other people? It's like, well, yeah. So I think people just sort of ran with it.
I think it makes sense that it did happen as well. Like, it's not just something that come out of the blue, because you guys, especially Aiden's last week after...
Yeah, that didn't
Yeah.
get shown.
Yeah. And you shared a kiss and stuff like that, which I think Zac and I touched
we hooked
on.
up a few times.
Yeah.
A few times.
Yeah, we were
Sounded
like,
like
I
that.
was like koala hugging him in the kitchen, like macking on and stuff.
Yeah. See, I find...
And then they just cut him like a piece of meat.
So the viewers at home probably would be like, oh, that's a shock. But in reality, if you were there in the villa, it's quite obvious that would have happened.
Yeah. yeah, I don't know. I love Aiden though.
Aiden's the best.
He's
Aiden
really
was sleeping
cool.
on our-
He knows a lot. I've told him heaps of shit, and he will always listen to everything I have to say. Like,
and
he's really
the
cool.
one thing about Aiden, he never says a bad word about anyone.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I love Aiden.
I love him for that.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
We had him at our house for a while. Well, not a while. He had
One night.
He had a modeling. He had a
Yeah.
modeling gig.
Yeah.
For Superdry, actually.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's actually
cool.
quite an established model.
He's good.
He's stepping
fucking
up.
hot.
He's
Holy
stepping up in
shit,
the world,
he is
yeah.
hot.
He deserves it.
Yeah, he does.
So, how have you found it coming out of the show?
Okay, coming out of the show, so do you know at the launch party, I've actually known Claudia for ages, and Claudia was like, I don't know if you know what you're in for. And
Yeah.
I was like, I know what I'm in for. Yeah.
Didn't you and was it Claudia's brother have a bit of history? Adelaide's a small place.
Adelaide is a small place.
That is a very small place.
Yeah. Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, I don't know, I've just known Claudia for ages. Like, when I think of her, I think of a girl that's like this big running around with a bob cut in a school uniform.
Yeah.
But she was like, I don't think you know what you're in for. And I was like, nah. I was like, you're just, you've really like followed along with it all. Like, you've blown up from it. Like,
Yeah.
good for you. That won't happen. And that hasn't really happened, but it's just like, I didn't know what I was in for.
Yeah.
Like I think the thing that's really rocked me is like how many, most of what I get is really positive. Like it's like really nice, encouraging messages, and it's crazy because I'm like, well, there's actual people that would just reach out and say like, well, I love you for who you are. And it's like, that's really sweet. Fuck, there's some freaks out there, like some really, really scary people. And I didn't realize how much I'd be perceived. Like when I colored my hair brown, like darker, I got so many messages being like, no, please don't. I never pictured you as anything but blonde. In my head, you're blonde. And it was like,
That's wild.
what the fuck? Like, it's not, why do you have this idea of what somebody should look
Yeah.
like in your own head and you think that's what they should run with? Like, it's just weird being perceived by everyone. Or like, I never thought you'd do this and I never thought you'd do, and it's like, well, why the fuck do you think I wouldn't do anything? You've watched 30 hours of me on, whatever TV, what was it, Love Island? What the fuck did we go on? Why are we here? And that's like one of the weirdest things for me. Do you guys get messages like that as guys, or like not really?
Not like personal changes I make, but definitely in my relationship.
Yeah,
I'd have a lot of people saying you should do this, or
and you're like
along
me,
those
Zach.
lines.
I already know this. I don't even have to ask. You would never just message somebody from a show and be like,
never.
and I got like heaps of like hate messages when all those scat articles came out being like, you and Clint are faking it. Like, I'm talking like all capitals, being like, I hate you so much. I loved you so much. And I didn't realize that you could fake it. Absolute red flag. Like, I will cancel. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, okay, do it. I have no idea who you are.
Do it. Go ahead, guys.
Enjoy, darling. Like, do you know what I mean?
I think it's fair to say from our perspective, we knew you weren't in there to do a showmance.
Yeah.
Like, you were genuinely
I
looking
hate
for
that
a
word
real...
so much.
But you were looking for a real connection, and you were probably, I would say, one of the most open-minded people with it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, no one came in where you didn't evaluate whether they would be suitable for you.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
is, like, really good. I think, well, for me, it was like I had my one type.
Yeah.
So happened to come in.
I think that was the same with me as well. Like, when the last few bombs come in, I just knew that no way.
Yeah, you checked out when, like, when you saw Harmony, you were like, boring.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I think I was checked out by the end. I knew with a week to go that it was my time to go.
Yeah, I remember you being like, oh, if somebody gets to go off, can you fucking vote for me tonight?
Yeah, I was like,
and I was
begging.
like, yeah, I've got you. That's so funny because at the end, so many people, I got lots of messages about that too. People were like, Trent saved you and you did him dirty. And I'm like, Trent was literally begging for me to kick him off the island. Like, he was like, I'm done. I want to go have a cigarette in a hotel room.
Yeah.
I want to go run through the streets of Spain. And I was like, I got you, baby.
And that I did. I caused an absolute ruckus that night.
And then you got locked up and then you did it again.
Yeah, that's actually probably a good story to tell one day.
Yeah, one day for the kids.
It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
And then you guys found out about it in the villa and everyone was just like, what a legend.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, someone came in and mentioned it to us when we were having lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trent got out.
Do you know what Trent...
I was like, what?
He got out.
I can't say anything else. I was like,
Because that was
come
the
on.
reason we had security on our floors.
Yeah, I probably ruined it for you guys.
Oh, definitely.
Sorry.
You didn't really ruin
Yeah.
it. Me and Clint got around it heaps easy. Because me and Clint, we ended... Because you know how you had 2 hotel rooms? So we just kept going from hotel room to
No,
hotel
but
room.
they didn't care if we stayed in the hotel.
Oh,
They
shit.
didn't want us leaving the hotel.
It's just when you walk
Oh.
half an hour to find the
Nah.
best nightclub in Mallorca that they care about.
yeah. So that's why they didn't want us leaving the
Me
hotel.
and Clint left and went to the Backy shop bar.
Yeah.
Okay, so the truth comes out, huh? You're saying I was pegged in that room?
Wait, you were pegged in that room?
I was
Who's
stuck.
getting pegged in a
Who
room?
pegged you in the room,
No
man?
one pegged
You
me.
sicko.
Actually, you know what? The man pegged me. The authoritative people who are in charge
know Zac-
metaphorically pegged me to the room.
Didn't know Zach was into that, guys, but...
Oh,
Typical trend, man.
good on Lucinda.
Leave her out of this.
She got that dog in her.
Hey, be careful.
Hey, whoa.
Whoa. How the turns have taken.
Oh my god, no!
We're clipping
Not
this
the
out.
puppy
You're
school,
done
no.
for.
Cancel.
We're gonna have to have
Cancel.
another movie night, and we're gonna play some of this back.
Oh, that would be awesome if we pull up at a movie night. But imagine if it was videos of what we've all been up to outside of the villa.
I
I'm
was
sorry.
thinking-
If there was a movie night with the things that I've heard about what people have been up to,
Oh,
Or even what we've gotten up to.
there's been some
There would
sacrilegious
be-
things amongst
There
the
has
other.
been.
some relationships
members.
between people ripped to pieces, I think.
Yeah, I think we will bring that up at some stage, won't we, Sav?
Wait, like you and me? Or like
No,
other
it'll
relationships?
just all come out eventually, so stay
I think-
tuned, guys.
I don't... we'll see.
We might talk about it over a few wines.
Yeah.
I don't want to get involved.
Maybe me and Trent will have
But
to
I
go
would
live
happily
at
be
some
involved.
point.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
go live at Electric.
We'll go live at Electric and answer all your questions from an electric booth. Did me and Nikia actually have beef on the show?
Good one.
Apparently Nikia said she wants to drown me in a pool.
Yeah, did you not see that?
No.
I couldn't believe
Yeah,
some of the
that
things
was-
Nakia was rattling off.
What did she rattle off?
But the beach huts always took me by surprise. Some of the things you'd hear.
When you were interested in Andy, when Nakia and Andy were together, she just, like, you weren't even doing anything wrong, but she just saw blood with you. Like, that's when she was really, really...
But people need to understand it wasn't like. So she saw you chatting with Andy, and she's like, she's trying to steal my man, and then she's stealing my man.
I thought it
you
was
know.
weird because I never knew that there was anything between us on the show.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't really come to me and say any of that.
Yeah, well, any of us.
Yeah. So I was a bit confused.
It was only between her and... Was it Tyra she was telling? Who was she talking to?
Georgia.
Georgia.
yeah.
Was it Georgia?
Yeah. So
'Cause-
it never got any further than that until...
But then, I mean, I was saying stuff that maybe wasn't, like, I remember me and Lucinda being like, she never fucking smiles, like, just spiteful shit.
But
She
now you
wasn't
guys
really
are friends
smiling for a
because you did offer a car for the weekend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you guys are Adelaide sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so we get along. It's just, fucking, doesn't the whole thing feel like a fever dream? Like,
Well, that's what I mean. Like, people don't understand that when you're in there, it's just not the real world. And, like, these little petty arguments and things you say to the camera, your opinion changes the next 5 minutes.
yeah, and also when you're in there, like, that's it. Like, you're just,
Yeah.
that's all you have to think about and talk about. So you do get in your own head about shit.
It's actually wild. I want to go back.
I actually think it's quite funny, and I would have liked to have been drowned in the pool at some points. So, hit me up. Was it hard being funnier than Zac and Trent? No, it wasn't.
This is the thing that really actually frustrates me. Because I feel like some of the funniest stuff, you as well, that was said,
It didn't get shown.
did not get shown.
No.
Like, they cut out the whole first night.
Oh my god, the first night we were unhinged on that first night.
Only
We were
unhinged
on
ones.
one.
Everyone was like, I remember, I mean, we're not meant to talk production. Production were like, thank God you three exist. Like, you two
Yeah,
are
we were
just so
we were
stupid.
at it. That
I-
night.
Because who was well, me and you were the first kiss.
No, I
We
made,
kissed on the
me
first
and you.
night.
I
Oh,
made
were we?
you two kiss, and instead of when it was Zach's turn to
I kissed
dare
both
me-
of you on the first night and
Yeah.
it wasn't shown.
Yeah, and no one else did
Like,
anything.
what? And
That
we were
really-
just running the shop. We were down at the fire pit and me and you were literally like running laps of it. Like we were like, la, 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 la,
Yeah.
la.
We were just making a big joke out of it. But I think on the show, it didn't really show why we connected so well. But it was like
It
that
didn't.
first night, everyone was feeling a bit awkward with one another, and we were
Yeah.
just ripping the piss out
Us
of one
three were
another.
Leo. I remember sitting around the fire pit that night, and no one else was talking but us three.
No, we were so loud and we
Yeah.
were like, so Ollie, what's your sexual fantasy? Which we won't repeat, but
But we're still not allowed to.
Yeah, we're still not allowed to.
But it
That's
was-
we're taking that to the grave.
It
The
was- but it
blind
was
man.
So uncomfortable, and I think all three of us, when we were in those situations, we like to fill the room with words.
Yeah.
So we were just all rattling off.
Yeah.
One another.
And then
It
that
was
made
so
us
funny.
friends because then it just got to the point where it was just stupid. Like, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
I feel like, yeah, and then obviously Lucinda joined the foursome
Yeah.
a day later, and it was kind of us four were like kind of besties in there.
Yeah.
What do you think of, there's a few in here that's like, you guys are the mean girls clique, like you were all...
To be fair, looking back, definitely. But what the cameras don't show is there were multiple clicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone had a mean. Like, there were moments where everyone was going at everyone.
Well, Nakia's bloody telling people she's going to drown me in a pool.
Yeah, well, I think, like... Sure. Like, I don't mind being labelled
Yeah.
that. I think that's maybe fair enough.
I don't think that I would consider me and my friends like a mean girl clique.
No,
I
I
think that's
wouldn't.
how we are at home.
I think it was just
I
I
like...
think you just talk shit to your mates
don't
and it's
think-
not on camera.
But yeah, being the mean girl clique... Do we disagree?
I'm going to wear it like a badge of honour.
I feel like we kind of are mean girls.
I'm going to wear
I'm
it.
going to say it. Save, I think you're a mean girl too.
I think that you're a mean girl. I think you're a cunt sometimes. Not all the time.
I think that's fair enough, and I agree.
One that's coming up
I agree.
heaps is, how did you guys all feel when Nakia left Kale for Andy?
Devastated. I've never...
Devastated. Shocked.
Not one boy didn't cry that night.
Yeah.
See, this is like, I wasn't in the opposite, but I was just there and I think I'd had like a long day and I really heavily defended Nakia, if you guys remember. Because I think that, like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think what she's done is that bad. I was like, everyone
Yeah.
needs to chill out.
Well, when you step out of the villa and you're like, oh, they knew each other for 2
Well,
weeks.
see,
Yeah,
well,
when
this
you
is
look at
also
the
the other
big
thing.
picture.
Like, I think that maybe my opinion came in different because I was away that whole day, if you remember, because I came back with Andy that night.
Well, you were nearly
and so,
Andy's choice.
almost.
I was nearly gone. And it's funny because that night it didn't get shown, but Zach and I were just like making one big... We knew that someone was going home that night and you guys didn't. And Zach and I were just singing songs about like boys going home and like they were nearly crying and we were just making one big joke about it. And then like, because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm safe, whatever. But like I didn't, like, you know what I mean? But... And then next minute, like, I was literally nearly gone. How funny would it be if I left?
Oh, man. But we all felt like we were going home that night.
Yeah, but you...
Like,
yeah.
for me, because people are like, oh, but you were so sober with Lucinda. But I was like, but he gets to choose. So it doesn't matter.
And then it just went to
I
show,
was paranoid as. Like, I was freaking out.
That was wild.
That was a stressful day. For
But
you
yeah,
guys,
going back to what we're talking about, us boys were pretty cruel to Nakia about that because we kind of made a pact. Well, some of us boys that we weren't going to... We were so upset that she did that to Kale that we weren't going to talk to Nakia for a couple of days.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't think
see,
we
I thought that was ridiculous.
I don't
That's
think we
why I
talked
was
for a
like,
couple
Well, looking back on it
that's
now,
why I
it
was
looks
like,
ridiculous.
just ignore them. They're acting
At
like
the
fucking
time,
children.
we're like, that's the only
Oh, it's the end of the
sensical
world.
thing to do.
Because we were like
It is. I understand.
She was
It is reality TV world.
talking
Yeah.
about moving to the Gold Coast and
the day before, yeah.
literally, and like, yeah, we're exclusive. So I was like,
Oh, the one that sent...
I think it wasn't the fact that Andy chose her. It was the
Yeah.
fact that it was like, well, it is what it is. Yeah, Kale. I think that's what got us.
The one that sent me was... Because Kale was that excited. Kale and I like had talks every morning. We had a morning routine together, which didn't go to air. And Kale was literally that excited. He come and told me, he's like, yeah, Nakia said that she would leave with me if I got kicked off or something like that. And then when she didn't do that, like, that's kind of...
It's kind of baller from Nakia.
Yeah. Hey, that's a boss move, yeah.
In my mind, I can't switch off like
And
that.
she wore it like a legend. Like, obviously, like, she's a little bit upset that night that everyone was so mad, but she just switched it around. She's like, I'm going to own this.
It was the
Nakia-
right choice in the end, though, wasn't it? Like
yeah.
Nakia and
Yeah.
Andy were way. I think they were heaps more compatible than Nakia and
Oh
Kale.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Besides
Nakia
the fact
doesn't
that-
take- you go.
I was just gonna say, besides the fact their age and stuff like that, Nakia, like they seemed way better than when
Yeah.
I looked at Nakia and Kale.
yeah.
And I think if we were in Nakia's position, it would have been tough for us too. But imagine someone that you feel way more compatible with comes in.
Yeah.
And Nakia's a boss. Like, she wore it like a champion.
She knew what she
And
was doing.
She didn't take any shit from anyone. Let's
Nah.
just be real.
And she'd have no regrets either. She'd just be wearing it. She's a legend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We
yeah.
all saw the videos from that night in bed.
what was the quote? What did Andy say?
Trouble's easy to find. That was hilarious.
That was good. Wow. What an episode.
That was fun.
Sav, I think you'll be hard to top. You are an absolute legend.
Aw.
We Love you.
Love you guys.
It's good all being back together again.
It is
awesome.
fun, isn't it? My two little toxic boys.
Two little toxic kids.
We just,
Reflecting on their actions in the villa. I'm so proud of you.
but yeah, so from here, guys, I think we're just going to go out into the streets of Melbourne and,
Have a little walk around.
yeah, get some dinner. Sav's going to meet my mum.
I am. I'm going to meet Zach's family tonight. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, we'll get
Yeah.
some dinner somewhere nice. It's
Help
been a
me
pleasure
out.
having you on the podcast.
Oh, I've loved seeing you guys.
It's been so good.
Well, this has been my first podcast.
And
so
we appreciate you
You killed
making the
it.
first podcast ours.
Yeah.
We absolutely adore
It's
you.
a
Yeah.
badge of honour.
Yeah, I love you guys.
And
Missed
we have got a very exciting guest coming next week, which we won't name yet, will we, Zach?
No
Oh,
names.
no.
Yeah.
You're gonna-
Fuck.
Secrecy is key.
You're going to want to tune in because next week's going to be a ripper as well. So
Might get a bit heated as well. Who knows?
Oh.
we're going to have security at the door.
Sav is going to be the security.
I'd actually be scared of Sav, so.
Yeah, I'd be good at it.
Thanks for tuning in, guys. Stay cowardly. We'll catch you next time. And please follow the podcast on Spotify and YouTube. And we'll catch you next time.
Sav, can you say, see you cowards?
See you, cowards.
Sav, go see a cow.
See you, cowards. I don't
Savage
have my
out.
nails done. See you, cowards.
That was so cute.
Bye.